welcome back. Happy Friday. It is time for, yet again, another faves, fails, and finds of all of my weekly things that I have been interacting with, loving, not loving so much, and things that I'm kind of on the fence about. If you're new here, this is something that we do most Fridays. It's a really good opportunity for me to engage with you guys, round up some of my favorite products, and get some conversation going. So, as always, guys, I urge you to definitely sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think as we go through. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. So, we're gonna start with some faves here. The first one is, you guys have been asking me about this a ton. This is, okay. I did a bad job because first of all, I suck at painting my nails. Second of all, I then interacted with a lot of things while filming, while they were still a little bit damp. I am obsessed with this shade. I was wearing it all last week, and you guys commented on my vlog. You were like, what is that polish? I love it so much. This really cute pink, and it is from a brand called London Town. This is called Lacquer, L-A-K-U-R. If you know, you're punny. And then this is the top coat, and it is called just Cure. Get it? And it is essentially a week-long wear kind of nail polish, very similar to the Essie Gel Couture, and so it does behave a little bit more like a gel nail polish. Also, pardon my makeup, I'm doing a wear test today, and so I tried to save it. It's not my best. I don't look my best today. So the things that I like about this, it behaves very much, like I said, like the Essie Gel Couture, but it doesn't build up on the nail as much, and so you do get a little bit more color payoff. I find that with the Essie Gel Couture, I have to put a lot of coats on in order to get the color to pay off, so I typically only use their translucent shade because then I don't have to wear as much of it. Because if I put too much of it on my nails, I get in the shower and it just all peels off. My nails actually grow pretty long, but they're pretty thin, and so they flex a lot, and as soon as they flex, any thick layer of anything is going to just kind of lift off of my nails. I have not encountered that with these as much. I did put way too much on the first time that I used it. I was like, oh wow, glassy finish, like whatever, and yes, it did peel off. So I'm not gonna say it's not going to do that, but it does pack more of a pigment punch than the Essie Gel Couture, so you can actually wear a thinner layer of this and still get the same effect. I really like the packaging. I think that it's really cute. The only thing I would say about these is I wish that they would make the brushes bigger. I'm not the best at painting my nails. The Essie Gel Couture has the big fat brush on it, makes it really easy. These still have kind of the old-fashioned, like, tiny brushes on them, and that's not really my thing. So, you know, 9 out of 10. Thank you guys for sending this to me, by the way, London Town. This is so, so nice. Oh, and this shade, I didn't even mention that, is called Out of Office. They sent me 4 shades, but this one's definitely my favorite. All right, another win. I expected to like this. I did not expect to love this, especially now that I've been using a few other eyeshadow palettes that I've been kind of testing lately. It just puts such a positive light on this palette and how easy a palette can be to use. So for all of the very crazy colors in this, this is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette that just came out. For all of the quote-unquote crazy colors in this, every single color performs beautifully. You can just use, you know what I mean, this whole row of nice, normal, everyday shades, and then you've got kind of a little bit more of your warm, crazy shades, and then you get into kind of your cool shades, and then you also have these really great kind of eyeliner mattes, this really gorgeous, like, foiled shade that I think would look good on just about anybody. It's just that really nice, rich copper color. I really can't say enough about this. It's kind of crazy because I've been shopping for, like, you know, I'm always browsing, but I've been shopping for some kind of cool looks lately, and I came across an Instagrammer, and I was like, oh man, I love that eyeshadow she has on, and she linked to it, and when I got to it, I was like, that's in this palette. Like, it was just a really pretty apricot color, but, like, you know, we can accomplish that with still shot from this palette, and I don't have to go and buy, like, this is just, we are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we are 21 shades rich, you guys, with this palette. It is so worth the money. It is so beautiful. This could be one of those palettes that gives you day-to-day and really fun, wild stuff all in one. Like, if you are shopping for a palette and you want to experiment, you want to play, and you want a formula that really works with you, this is not sponsored, I'm just a huge fan. This is the first product I've ever owned by Urban Decay, and it's knocking my socks off. This is it. Like, it's a really, really good encapsulation, very well composed, for not being just an everyday, day-to-day mattes kind of palette. This really nails what it's going for, and I really appreciate it. I'm really, like, money well spent. 2 more faves. This should come as really no surprise, except that, I mean, I only made 1 video about it, but I feel like it's been the stars, they have been the stars of my life lately. Because you know, yes, I have a lot of makeup on right now, and that's what I do for videos, is I test every different kind of makeup. I test a bunch of different looks. But of course, I personally have looks that I prefer. In my everyday life, I'm not putting on a full beat every single day. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling or what the weather's like. Lately, the weather has been really humid, and so it's really not worth putting this much makeup on every single morning and then trying to do my day while I just feel it crawling off of my face. It's just not worth it. So I have been going full Glossier at work lately. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to just touch my face. I don't even wear eye makeup most of the time because it's just, I'm in an office all day. No one's like worried about me impressing them with my eye makeup. That said, these are still the stars of my life. So this is the new Cloud Paint in Storm. I like get excited to put it on every morning because it's such a flattering color. It looks good on my lips and it looks good on my cheeks. And I think that it's going to look really good in the winter time too. I think that it's a really good pale girl shade. It's just a beautiful, it makes you look like a little Nordic child who's been running around in the fjords. That's what it does. It just puts this really healthy flush in my cheeks, and I would like every product in this shade. They need to make a lipstick in this shade. They need to make eyeshadows in this shade. I just need this shade in everything. And also, again, guys, I'm just mind blown about this lip gloss. It is that ultimate fresh face model lip gloss. This is just the Glossier regular old lip gloss. And when you put this on, especially with kind of a bare face, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh wow, I look young and rested and effortless. Like, it just gives that like model off duty vibe with a really good kind of dewy complexion look. You just look like, I don't care. I rolled out of bed and I naturally look this freaking good. This is just the most effortless look, and I love it so freaking much, and it stays put, and it doesn't smell weird, and it doesn't taste weird. Dude, you know, general reminder, you can get 20% off of Glossier with a link down below if you're new here. If you're not new here, everybody's like, shut up, Jackie. If you've been watching my blogs, I'm like auto-correcting myself. If you've been watching my vlogs, you will have seen these. These are my new Palladium boots. I know it's the middle of summer. I know that. These are actually surprisingly not suffocating. They're canvas. I'm not saying they're breathable, but they're not heavy. I wear them all the time. I wear them with jeans, I wear them with shorts, I wear them to work. They're really comfortable to walk around downtown in. I just think that they're awesome. And I love that they're not like black or brown. They are olive green, and they look really cute with everything. These, I think, are just kind of like mean girl enough. They just give me this like army vibe, and I really like them. Okay, a fail was this. I haven't really gotten a chance to mention this like specifically in a video that this was a wholesale fail. I did order a bunch of stuff from ColourPop. I got the lipstick, I got, well, you guys saw the lipstick. I got the foundation, the powder, and the concealer. The concealer wasn't like a horrible disappointment, but it's not gonna be my new favorite concealer. I did really like the setting powder. I'm wearing it right now. I think it's a great setting powder, especially for the price. Way to go, ColourPop. It's actually translucent. The No Filter foundation, I completely side with what Tati said in her review, that this is just this weird fluffy texture that sits on top of the skin and then somehow settles into lines and just doesn't communicate with like the warmth of your body or the moisture in the air. I have had the pleasure of wearing foundations in particular that really communicate with your skin and communicate with the weather. Everybody who's been messaging me about those kinds of recommendations, maybe I should just do a like countdown of my favorite summertime foundations. Would you guys want me to do that? There's probably only like 5, but y'all know I can wax poetic about just about anything, so it could be a full-length video, just a countdown of 5. Anyway, foundation that I have been kind of singing the praises of privately to a lot of you guys who've been messaging me has been the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation, because it is built with a technology that's meant to be full coverage but also flex with your face and also survive conditions outside, changing conditions, hot things, cold things, humid things, dry things. It's not the cheapest thing in the world. Like, this is very inexpensive, but it's like I always say, you guys, it's not about the price, it's about what you're getting for the price. And so I think that the It Cosmetics foundations are just amazingly worth the price. And this, even as inexpensive as it is just not worth the price. I just thought that it was a huge disappointment, and I don't think I'm alone in that. Oh, some disappointments. I have disappointment in the form of this. This is the Flesh eyeshadow palette. I tried all of the Flesh stuff earlier this week. This was the standout in all the wrong ways. I paid $38 for 9 shadows and a really just beautiful packaging. Really beautiful packaging. Magnetic, kind of a satiny feel on it, little embossed lettering or whatever. These shadows behave like an old Makeup Revolution palette. I wouldn't pay $10 for this palette. This is just so disappointing. I don't even want to stick my fingers in it right now. Especially because all of these shades are like pretty run-of-the-mill. I mean, every stinking body and their butthole has this shade in their palette, and then this seems to be kind of the, like, you know, Pantone color of the year. I'm not sure if it actually is. I think lavender is actually the Pantone color of the year, but still, this fuchsia color is a current that runs all the way through this collection, and I get it. It's a very pretty color. It also happens to exist in this palette, the one that I just showed, and she is gorgeous. I would much rather spend, I think this was $48? I would much rather spend $10 more, get all of these shadows that actually all perform beautifully than one sort of middle of the road palette. And that's not saying that there's anything wrong with a basics eye palette. I do love a good basics eye palette. In fact, I have paid very good money for a good basics eye palette. That doesn't mean that everything has to be just like screaming bright colors all the time, but if you're going to bring it to market, make it work. This doesn't work. It's just not a good palette. It behaves like a cheap palette that is in high-end prestige packaging. Just don't waste your time. All right, and one final find here. This was a company that reached out to me recently called Luxury Scent Box. I'm not exactly sure how to identify these. Oh, maybe it says it in here. Can I just, no? I can't, can I unscrew this? No. No, I cannot unscrew this. I need to look at kind of my account with them and see what these actual fragrances are, but essentially what this company does is they, you know, run you through a survey where you say what your favorite scents are and stuff, and then they match you with 2 fragrances per month, and this is supposed to be, actually I think it's 1 fragrance per month. They just sent me kind of a promo of 2, and they are a 30-day supply of whatever fragrance this is. I'm not in love with either one of these fragrances, but I think that this is a really cool idea. They say that this is a reusable case, which is hilarious because I can't manage to open it. But it is $15 a month and you get basically 1 scent, a month's supply of a scent a month. Jury's out, you guys. I'm not really sure that this is worth $15 a month to me. I am so hard to please with fragrances, and I don't think that I'm special. Fragrance is the most personal thing in the world. I was just talking with my friend Callie about this. Ordering something that is going to smell a certain way that you've never smelled before on the internet is a very difficult business proposition. I applaud anybody trying to disrupt and trying to do something really out of the box, even though it is an uphill battle. But I will say, having received a lot of things in my life recently that have fragrance to them, like very committal fragrance to them, I can definitely say it is just a present theme in my life right now that I probably only like about 20% of the things that I smell, like as far as fragrances are concerned. I mean, a lotion or something like that, if it's fruity, whatever, like it might not be my preference, but it doesn't bother me. But I would say that 75% of the like actual fragrances, like the perfumes that I smell, are just like wholesale not for me. And when I say not for me, I mean like get them away from me. And again, I don't think that that is just me. I think that most people have very strong preference for fragrance, and so these 2 particular scents, they're okay. They're not going to be my new favorite scent, but I could definitely see this being an uphill battle trying to find something that works for you, because I'm a big fan of a signature scent. I don't necessarily think that this is like a lifetime sustainable sort of thing where I'm going to want to change my scent every month. I like to pick a fragrance, buy a bottle of it, and stick with it and it become my signature. I have like 4 perfumes that I just absolutely love. So the best case scenario for something like this would be that I find 1 fragrance that I really like, I stop subscribing to the service, and then I just buy that fragrance. So I got these. I wouldn't call this a fail. I just wanted to thank this company for sending these to me. I don't necessarily think that I'm the best candidate for this service, but it is a really, really cool creative idea, and I support anybody, like I said, trying to disrupt as enormous of an industry as the fragrance industry. And there are a lot of companies out there trying to do kind of different modes of disruption on the fragrance industry right now, and I I applaud all of them. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you guys about that kind of stuff. I definitely do take opportunities to just try things. I never tell a company that I'm going to give them a positive review in exchange for receiving product. So if you do like switching your fragrance very often, then this might be a really good service for you. $15 isn't that bad. That's just like kind of a fun thrill. You know, I pay more than that for my Rocks box, and that's a really fun thrill for me. So if this is like a thrill for you, then that's really, really cool. I think that this is a great idea. It's just not necessarily for me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep hanging out with me on this channel, hit the button down below and subscribe. I would love it if you guys did. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a delightful week, and if you didn't, at least it's over, and now you get to do the weekend. So I hope you have a great weekend. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.